Yo, what's up, people? We're going to talk about social life, 2024, meeting people, dating, where I think the world is headed. So let's get to it. Welcome in. Appreciate you. Much love. If you don't know me, my name's Travis. I live here on Oahu in Hawaii. I'm an adventurer, entrepreneur, and a YouTuber. And I talk about men's issues, and I've been doing this for over a decade. Some of y'all know me. And I'm on my way back from the function. We had a birthday party, a bowling party. And oh man, it was just so beautiful. Meet people, see some of my coworkers outside of work. And yeah, I just want to reflect on. Some of y'all don't watch a lot of YouTube and just this popped up, you follow me, whatever. I'm assuming most of you guys watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube, and I know what a lot of the discussions are about. Men are dropping out of dating. More men and women haven't had sex in a year than some high percentage, right? Men and women are obese. Americans get outside 5% of the day. Just so much bad news. And online dating, 10% of the men get 60-some% of the attention. I think the top 20% of men get the top 80% of attention. And I think the bottom 60% of men only get like 6% of the, something crazy, right? So I'm gonna share my own experience for my social life and meeting people and meeting women in a way that at least feels normal and isn't uncomfortable and works well. It's a little bit slow, but it's awesome. And I just want to share a statistic with you that's promising, and that's that dating app usage is going down. So a lot of people still meet online, but actually a lot of people are meeting through Instagram too. So maybe we talk about that, but the dating apps were going up, and up, and now people aren't using them as much. And I could go into details of why that is. It's part of the incentives of dating apps is they don't actually want to help you make a match, because then you delete the app, right? They're just trying to gamify the experience and make you spend money. The CEO of the Match Group came from, basically like mobile games, not from like psychology or love or any like mobile games. They want to make it addictive. They don't actually want too many people to meet. They want you to occasionally get a match and maybe meet someone in person here and there. But if you actually couple up with someone, you both delete the app and you don't spend their money. So it's not in their incentive to give you a good experience. Everybody has a bad experience, and so people are deleting it, which is great. I mean, women have a bad experience. They're getting all kinds of dick pics. They're not attracted to the men that are on there. Sorry, guys. And they're outnumbered 3-1, 5-1, 10-1. So most men have a poor experience. And even if you're in the top percentage of men, I don't know if I'm in the top 10% or if I'm in the top 20%, but I'm somewhere up there where I get girls are finding my profile and liking it. But even if you're one of the top guys, it's a lot of overweight women, it's a lot of obese women, a lot of women who party and smoke and drink, and that's just because 2/3 of women fall into this category. So occasionally there's an attractive woman and we go on a date, but it's not super common with me. But if I was intent on meeting someone, I could. These wouldn't be people I would date. But point is, almost no one is having good experience on dating apps. So they're uninstalling them. They're not coming back. People are using them less. That's what the trend is. The stocks are down. New downloads are down, or at least growth is down. Why? Well, how are people meeting each other now? Well, the truth is a lot of people aren't meeting each other now. We're seeing a breakdown in marriages, even more so. The divorce rate broke 50%, whatever. Well, now people are not even getting married because men are realizing this is a terrible deal. What an awful contract that we're signing up for. So people don't want to get married anymore. And that's another thing I'm in tune in the comments, YouTube comments. People say, hey, my marriage is going great actually, but I would never get married again because I'm afraid even now marriage is great. She could leave and take half my shit and take the kids, and then it's gonna be a bad time for me. So I wouldn't get married again, right? So where did I come from? What am I doing? Well, I joined I went back to work. And I went back to work for social reasons. I went back to work to meet people. And I happened to join a great company. And guess what? This isn't full-time. So I have my own business, doing hiking tours and doing trading. But I signed up part-time to work for a business where I have a lot of coworkers and I'm meeting a lot of people. Why? Because when you do that, you are around people who you see regularly and reliably, and this is how people it's one of the most normal way. It's the most normal way to meet now as an adult. And when you're younger, it's school. Work, there's hobbies you can go to, but work, most affairs still happen at work. What does that tell you? This is where people are hooking up. And you get a lot of men say, coworkers are not friends. Well, you're working for the wrong company and you have the wrong attitude about people, right? And you also hear, well, it's not worth it because you can just get canceled and fired over it. Yeah, well, if your game is terrible and you have direct creepy game and you're sending your coworkers dick pics, but if you wait to be chosen by women, you don't have that problem, right? And if they don't choose you, nothing bad happens because you waited, right? You just didn't get chosen. It sucks, but you don't get canceled over it. So when I'm choosing where to work, it's really important that it is conducive to me having a good social life. I always think about perks of the job. Most people think about perks of the job. They think, what are the benefits in terms of, do I get how much time off do I get? Do I get PTO? Do I get life health insurance? Do I get pet insurance or something? No, I'm thinking, am I getting outside? Am I getting sunshine? Who am I going to be with, right? When I was working on a farm and we were accepting woofers, and we had up to 10 woofers at a time. What is a woofer? Woofer is a farm adventure, worldwide opportunities on organic farms. Do you know what the demographic is of woofers? 70% women, mostly 20-something, and these women are by default adventurous, and they usually care about food because they're coming to farms to grow food, right? So how do you think that went for my social life, right? It was a cheat code. It was like being back in school. It's like I'm living at summer camp for adults. It was dumb, not just women, but how many cool people I met, right? There's two ways to travel. You travel, or you position yourself at the hub where travelers come. So that's where I was. People would come, and their 3-month vacation, their work away, their gap year is my life, right? So did that job pay super well? No, it paid enough to survive. I wasn't thriving financially, but I was surviving, and I had the opportunity. The perk was I'm outside, I'm healthy, and I'm around a lot of fit young people, right? So the same, I ran it back with the boats, and we'll talk about what the quote-unquote game is here, but I ran it back with the boats, where it's like, the farm was over for me, they stopped accepting woofers, no longer interesting social to me, not just because I'm not meeting women anymore, but I'm not meeting new people at all, really, and I require some amount of novelty. I like to meet people, and it just wasn't interesting, right? So the boat, I'm like, what else can I do? What's a similar demographic of people where it's young, fit people who want to be outside, who are not greedy, these people are not likely to be narcissistic, they're not likely to be psychopathic, they're not likely to be Machiavellian, because they're going to work on a farm, right? They're just down-to-earth people. So the boats, dolphin tours, marine tours, that's what I signed up for. And I signed up for, what are the perks of it? I'm not making crazy money. It pays okay, right? And I'm going to say, okay, a lot of y'all make way more, whatever. This is, again, a part-time job. 17 plus tips makes like $23 an hour. What are the perks of it? well, I get free food. Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about, perks. I'm outside, right? I swimming with a whale shark, pilot whales, pygmy orca whales, swimming with dolphins on not a daily basis, but I'm doing tours 3 days a week. One of the main perks is that I get a whole social life with it. So, got the right company, a lot of young people, a lot of fit people, a lot of good-looking people, women and men, but a similar demographic to the farm. I'm around a lot of women. The women like to swim with dolphins. The men like to be captains and to be fish, but it's the women who like to swim with the dolphins. And what you do is, and I've seen this before, like a new group forms. I've seen this on the farm, and I'm seeing it at the dolphin tours too. A new group forms, and then it's a bunch of social events, right? The farm, like we're gonna have movie night, we're gonna have volleyball night, we're gonna have this activity, we're gonna go have pizza night, go out for pizza day, we're gonna have what are some other things? We're gonna have or just everybody goes on a hike, right? And then people splinter off and start to hook up through this. And I'm not just like, for me, I'm trying to date. Like, yo, through what I explained to you about the farm, I've seen a number of people get married and have babies, right? Most of the people I know who actually got together and have babies and are together, the people that I know on this island, they met through working together on a farm, right? So, I'm seeing a similar dynamic with the boat where everybody was hanging out on Tuesday. It was a work meeting, but someone's birthday, everybody was invited out. We rented 3 lanes, we're going bowling, everybody dressed up nice. I'm like, okay, people are sniffing each other out, right? I've seen this before. One of the girls is like, we want to do camping. We want to have a camping night and have everybody go camping. I already know where this leads. It leads to people getting, I've noticed two of the people who work together date here, and 2 of the people who work together date here. So it's already normalized, and this is a good way to meet people. So what is the game that you do? 100% indirect. You're just friendly to everyone. If a girl likes you, she will make it obvious. If you don't get that signal, you do nothing. I mean, you can invite people, or you do nothing direct. You invite people to things, you show up to things, you invite people to, I like to throw parties, throw a dinner party. I'm gonna take everybody hiking, stuff like this. But if it's a girl you don't like and she makes it clear that she likes you, you can also do nothing, right? But you do nothing until a woman reveals that she likes you, and believe that women will, and she will. And at that point, nothing too bad can happen. I mean, you can get, people overblow it, right? I haven't seen too much bad, and this is at even the situations that I've explained. So many people hook up, and a lot of them split and not stay together. I've never seen someone lose their job over it. I haven't seen something really bad happen about it. Worst case, you just don't get along. I mean, maybe I've been lucky and I haven't seen too much, but yeah, I have not seen. I mean, people might choose to leave the job for that reason, but anyways, the point I'm getting at is, I think that this is hopefully the way society is going back, with people dropping off dating apps. And my recommendation is to, when you're thinking about your jobs, really think about who your coworkers are going to be, and they're people of your tribe who you want to spend time with, who value the things that you value, and that's a major perk of the job, and it's worth taking a pay cut for that. Okay, it's also worth taking a pay cut to, say, work outside, work in the sun, right? It's worth it. And you can do it part-time, and then you can have a part-time job that pays like some office job, right? You can do that too. So short of that, you can also go to like a hobby. But the good thing about when you have one of these co-working situations where the group comes together and people are sniffing each other out is all the activities start to happen outside of work, and you end up spending a lot of time together, and a lot of connection can be made there. Whereas when you're meeting people through, say, like a running club or climbing or whatever, it's just that you're inside that one hobby, and you just see them at the next thing, right? I mean, it's tough to be like, transition from the run club to let's go get drinks after. You guys know I'm not into drinking, but you get the point. Scoping out the waves, coming back home. Looks like a little something. Yeah, so this is a normal social life, and this is how they do it in Europe still in a lot of places. Is you have friends, you've got groups, you've got work, and it happens socially and it happens naturally and it happens through going out, right? And you don't Instagram, I'll not talk about Instagram, but Instagram's helpful and useful for sure. Super helpful, super useful, but in person, man. In person's the way to go. Social circle's the way to go. Again, it's hard to set up, but it takes strategy and it takes prioritizing it, but if you can do it, it's the way to go. So, appreciate y'all. Much love. And talk to you soon. Yeah, let me know what you think down below. I'm still doing one-on-one coaching for men, or at least open to the idea of doing it. It's just so hard for me to schedule because I have so much going on, right? I've got a job, I've got my business, which is a job, and my other business, which is a job, and then my other business, and then I'm trying to surf and I'm going to these events after work, and I'm walking my dog, so I just don't have that much time to do the coaching. But I like to work with a couple guys at a time, so if you want that to be you, go fill out the form. There's a link down below, and maybe I can help you out. Okay? Appreciate y'all. Much love. Talk to you soon. Peace.